Hello beautiful, I'm beyond excited for today's review of brand new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand. Available in 4 shades: Pillow Talk, Dream Pop, Peach Pop, and Pink Pop. These are each priced at $42. The one that I've picked is shade Pillow Talk, and it comes in this Pillow Talk packaging. This is how packaging looks like. It actually matches its color, so that's one thing that I love. If the packaging is universal, then you will have to check for the shades, but this way you can, by the shade, you can see if this is the one that you actually need. These are inspired by beauty wands, but these are in matte formula, which actually I don't think they're completely matte, just because it also says they are infused with a light reflective pigments. They're supposed to be really easy to apply, so the way you open it is just like this, and mine is already I used it just for pre-filming of the product. Product has been made in Italy and it has 12 months shelf life. It is supposed to be quick drying formula that sets in seconds. For that reason, the only thing that I am having on my face is my foundation. Of course, I prepared my skin, but I didn't put any contour. Usually if I would apply, especially liquid blush, then before that I usually go with a contour. So I would leave blush for the last step before my highlighter. So I didn't set my face. I don't have any powders on my face. I just wanted to give it like true color opacity for you to see how this actually applies, how long wear it is. I am really excited about this one in a way that I'm thinking if the formula is actually what it says it is, it will be long lasting for the whole day, because once it sets, it dries. So the way you use this is just to twist it, and from there on the product goes out. One thing that I did, once my product went out, I took a clean paper towel and just wiped the excess off, because if it stays a lot of product out and it's drying, it's one thing that we don't want, because it will mix with a fresh product inside. That's the reason, especially as a makeup artist, I don't like these applicators. I really do love when you can just take the product every time. For my personal use, I will use this as a product directly on my skin, but when we're talking about clients, then I think unfortunately you are going to waste a lot of product unless you take this off, right? How much do we have in here? 12 milliliters. So before I use it, I will give it a good shake, and I will start with one side. But before that, I am going to show you the shade. Ooh, wow, you squeeze it a little bit and a lot of product comes out. So this is a swatch of the Pillow Talk. This one was the most interested to me. We'll see how it will set on my face. So like I said, no powder. One side I'll do with a brush, the other one will do with a sponge. So like she done it on her website example video, I will just dot. You know what, this is actually really weird, because usually I do use contour first. The shade is a bit more deeper and neutral than I thought it will be. But let's just stop talking, because if this dries quickly, then yeah, I don't want to have dots on my face. So this is my Real Techniques contour brush. Ooh, I love the effect. I love the shade, I love the effect. At the moment, I think I am at the lightest when it comes to my skin tone. Can't wait to get some color. Wow! First of all, you can always add more. Right now, what I did was I did apply a lot of product, but you can see the lifting now. I will blend it even more, but you can see one side and then the other. Look how my face looks lifted. I love the color. You know what? I think this one, like now when I blend it, I don't think it's too neutral or too deep. Sometimes cream blushes can really look like super pigmented once you apply them, but when you blend them, they just blend beautifully if the formula is good. I love this, like your face gets a new structure. Let me try. I know this is a bit crazy. Let me try a little bit more. So once you apply your product, it will look like this. Once you blend it, and I think this will look even more beautiful once I am maybe shade or two darker than I am currently. This is first impressions. I will definitely let you know more details about this product as I go, but for now, I'm loving it. It's beautiful. Again, it's too much. I don't have any contour, so it looks weird. I think even on the camera it may look a little bit crazy, but in real life it looks beautiful. Now when it comes to other side, I don't want to use product directly on my skin. I'll just apply it to my hand. And you know what? This way you can lose a lot of product, unfortunately. There's not a lot of product actually here. When you think about it, this applicator soaks a lot of product, and every time I'll have to clean it once I'm done with it. Now see how much when I pressed it, look how much of the product there is left. So every time when you have to clean it, you have to remove that product. I'm tempted to use the same brush again just to see the difference when I use it just with the brush. Instead of that, I'm gonna use my beauty blender and tap the product. You know the beauty blender will soak up again a lot of product, but this is just a test today to see what we can get from this one. And I like to smile. When it comes to blending time, I would say that you do have time. It's not crazy like MAC Pro Long where concealer, it sets really quickly. This one dries, the formula is the way that it dries quickly, but I think you do have a little bit, time just to spend before you blend. I don't like this technique. It gives me a little bit of patching. So what I'm gonna do, take the same Real Techniques brush. I love this brush for contour, for applying my foundation. I think it's amazing. It's really, really important when you are applying your product to have a good tool. If you're not using a proper tool for that, unfortunately, you won't get the result that you want. Yeah, I definitely love this application more. I'll just try to make it to look the same as much as I can. Let me see it real up close. There is no patches, there's no lifting of a product. Key thing is I haven't used any powder. If you are using any powder underneath, my guess is it will lift it up. So try this on your liquids on your face, and then I'll try different way as well, so I can just tell you what the difference is. But this technique definitely works. You just need to have a proper tool and the way you apply this product, and that's it. Here I feel like I need a little bit more. Okay, here I am. I just wanted to get you a little bit more close. I just hope this didn't set down too much. Yes, it did. You do have a time frame for this. So yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of patching in here. Here is the first side. I know this looks a little bit crazy, but it will look as a one piece once I put my contour and everything, and it will set up beautifully, I'm thinking. Beautiful. Again, for today, I'm just testing different ways how I can apply this. And I did went a little bit, as I said, crazy. I usually don't wear this much of a blush product. Now for my contour, I am going first with the liquid products. I'm really curious to see how this one will apply on top of this blush, just because I know usually how it performs when it comes to liquid contour products. It is a bit heavy. When we talk about MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I do like to use that one because I don't know, I like the undertone and something that I am working with right now. So just so you know, I use the same brush and I didn't remove the product left over just to see what's gonna happen. But if the product stays too long on your brush, I would suggest to take it off, because if it dries, then you put a new liquid product on top of the dry product that has been on your brush, and that is no good. I do like the other side better, I have to say, just with a blush only. Usually I would take my contour up till here, but for this purpose, and I think it will look better, I will just tap like maybe this much, and I will just use the contour for the rest of my face. One thing that I wanted to test is I will put this product right here on my arm just to check if it's smudge proof once it's dry. What I am excited about the most, if it's water resistant. I don't know if that's the case. You guys, I'm gonna tell you there is a lot of product left once you apply it, unless you want really squeezing the product on your skin, which I wouldn't recommend. But you always have to clean it if you don't have intention to use it right away. Nothing, let it just stay and set to see what is going to happen. Meanwhile, I have all my liquids on my face and now I'm going to set. I'm gonna be using my all-time favorite. This is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in shade number 1. I think for the under eye area, this is gorgeous because this is the area that tends to be the most critical when it comes to creasing and looking heavy. And if I'm going heavy with anything, I would rather go heavy with my liquids than with my powders. Because it doesn't look good on my skin, especially because I'm having dry skin. I feel like my skin always wants more of a hydration. So let's set underneath the eye and a little bit on my T-zone. This is not a contour, this is a healthy glow sheer powder, but it is in shade number 50 and I use this as a contour because it is much more lightweight and it tends to not leave patches like some heavy contour. Like if you're using powder contour, you do know what what I'm talking about. And plus, I love the undertones. So I will be using this just a tiny bit on the edge and this matches beautifully. I don't want to use too much because I still want to emphasize product the most, the cheekbones the most. I don't want it just to tone it down too much because it is deep enough. Now with La Prairie translucent shade number 2, we'll use this one on the edges. I'm not going to leave this area too light because the cut will be too strong since I used a lot of blush today for the demonstration. I don't want to have that cut. It's not flattering. I'm trying to blend it as much as I can and I am using, as you can see, I'm using all fine powders. I am really picky when it comes to powder foundations. Speaking of powder foundations, in a couple of days I really hope my shipment will come because it is brand new Makeup Forever HD Matte Skin Foundation, powder foundation, and I cannot wait to try that one. I managed to catch that one really early from Sephora France and I cannot wait to test that one. So if you want to see full review, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can see wear test and everything. Also, I'm going around my nose area. I didn't go with the previous Chanel one because it is too dark. I already have a contour here and I don't want to emphasize this too much. See, now my contour compared to the blush looks too toned down, too yellow. It looks too cool. This looks too warm, right? So what I can do, I just remember of the powder shade that I used a couple of times on my videos. That is shade number 7 from Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyeshadow Palette. This shade right here. And I would say that this one matches this one a lot. So just to warm up a little bit my complexion, just to even everything, I can use it here. Why not? Now let's test if this is smudge proof to see how it works when it's set. Well, I haven't set my face yet. I will do fixing spray, but so far it is acting good. Like you cannot see too much on my finger. It comes a little bit out, but for now I am pleased, but I don't have anything on my arm, so I will do the fixing and after that I will see if anything will come off. You did realize I didn't set Charlotte's blush, and the reason for that is to see how well perform without any powder on top of it. So this area right here doesn't have any powder, to see what's going to happen. I am inspired to use this Pat McGrath Moonlight License shade from Voyeuristic Vixen as my highlighter. It is super light and it has pink undertone and I think it will go perfectly with this blush. Let me just fix everything with the MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance. Let's see if anything changed. It's just setting down. I will finish off my lips and my hair and I will be right back with you with my final thoughts. Here are my final thoughts. If you are bridal makeup artist, you will love this for your brides, for your clients, and of course, tone down. Some of the clients, they do love to apply much more blush than you would think, but that's fine as well. You can incorporate that. During the day, I will just test this blush if it's smudge and water resistant, and I will put a clip so you can see that as well. And as I go, I will tell you my thoughts about this one. If I ended up loving it that much, I hopefully will order some of a different shades as well. Again, for today, I didn't set this blush in this area right here, just on the edges. To match the whole look, I did use Pillow Talk shade on my center of my lips as well. And I'm just curious to see if this set. Okay, as you can see, it is a little bit transfer proof. Maybe for the second time it won't be. So the edge is pencil, so inside of it, it's nothing, almost nothing coming off, just a tiny bit. So yeah, I wanted to say it feels light on your lips, but actually when it sets, it's kind of sticky, and that's what I don't like. But I like the shade, so for the photo shoot or something, I love it. But you can always put some gloss on top of it, I guess. So anyways, before you leave, make sure to watch this video and don't forget to turn on the notification bell because I will be reviewing some new products as well. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.